Good day. It's Tuesday. It's day 2 of Parabola Week. Okay? So just a quick refresher on yesterday's notes. So the first thing that we have to do when we're graphing a parabola is we need to identify the direction of opening. Okay, so we look at two things. First thing we look at is we look at which variable is squared. If x is squared, it's up or down. If y is squared, it's left or right. Okay? Second thing we look at is the non-squared variable's coefficient. If it's positive, it would open up or to the right. If it's negative, it would be down or to the left. Okay? So we look at that. That's the first thing. Figure out which way it's opening. That's a mental step. Step 2, we're going to identify where the vertex is. X goes with X, Y goes with Y. If they're inside a set of parentheses, we make sure we think oppositely about them. Okay? Step number 3, we're going to identify the p-value. Remember that non-squared coefficient, that's 4p. So I take that, I divide it by 4, that gives me my p-value, which is the distance from the vertex to the focus. Focus is inside the parabola, so that would be in the direction of opening. And p is also the distance from the vertex to the directrix. That would be opposite the direction of opening. Okay? Next thing that we're going to talk about, or next thing we do is we identify the width. That non-squared coefficient, that's 4p. That's going to be the width of our parabola through the focus, half of it going one way, half of it going the other. And then the last one, we finish by putting on the axis of symmetry. Remember, that's the line through the focus and the vertex. Okay? So today, here we go. One example, y plus 7 quantity squared equals 16 times the quantity x plus 2. Step number 1, we need to figure out which way this parabola is opening. Okay? So step number 1, we look at which variable is squared. The squared is on the y, so that means it's left or right. The number here is positive, or the non-squared coefficient is positive, so that means that this is going to open to the right. Okay. Next thing we look at is we look at where the vertex is. So again, I'm thinking what's attached after the two variables. So attached after the variable is 2. So I'm thinking that my vertex here is at -2, -7. Okay? -2, I think oppositely on what's attached after the x, oppositely on what's attached after the y. So -2, -7, and I'm going to go and I'm going to graph that one. Oh, that's right, we can use this graph. So -2, -7 is right there. Okay? So that is my vertex, and it is opening to the right. Okay? Next thing I need to identify is I need to identify what my p-value is. 4p is this number right here. So 4p is 16. That tells me that p then is 4. So if p is 4, since it opens to the right, my focus is going to be 4 units to the right of my vertex. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there is my focus. And that would be at the point 2, -7. Then I can also figure out my directrix. That is, oops, it's not a parentheses there, excuse me. That is going to be 4 units the opposite way of opening. So that would be 4 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. that would be the line x equals -6. So we got that. That's good. 4p is also the width of my parabola. So this width is 16 through the focus. That means that I'm going to have to go up 8. And I'm going to have to go down 8. Roughly somewhere in about there. That's going to then allow me to draw in my parabola. There's my parabola. And lastly, we have to find the axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry is the line through dash that up a little bit, through the focus and the vertex. So that would be that line right there. So that is going to be y equals -7. Okay. And there's the graph of that. Hopefully you took some good notes on this one. If you show me in person, people, tomorrow, if you show me your notes on this problem, I'll give you 3 summative extra credit points. At home, people, if you email me by 3 o'clock on Wednesday, the picture of your notes from this video, I will also give you 3 summative extra credit points. We'll do more of this tomorrow on Wednesday when we do some more graphing. Thanks for playing along. Have a great day.